This is all about putting equal weight in your legs, equal weight in your shoulders, but finding a dignified stance. Not hunched over. Sometimes even holding the chair makes us hunch. That's why I want us to take your hands off the chair, stand with dignity. Maybe even figure out if you need to turn your toes out or in, or your heels in or out, or just kind of feeling out your feet. I'll just take a hand to the belly. Doesn't matter which one. You got to pick one. Notice what's happening as you breathe. So just by breathing, you're massaging your internal organs. These things rise up, they fall. They're constantly moving. And the same is with our heart. And the same is with our head. Brain, our thoughts are constantly moving, constantly shifting. A yoga practice is to help you control some of these automated systems, right? We can't completely control them, but we can dial in or dial out them. So now I want you to try to breathe in for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. If you can't do it, do the best, go to 3, whatever you can. But just try to dial in, control your breathing, control your abdomen as you breathe in. Breathe out. Out in your head. Raise your hand if you were able to get 4 easily without like forcing. Excellent. Hey, good job online. Now I want you to try to 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Okay. So we'll end there. We're not going to make you go to 6 today, but this is the process. What you want to do with your breathing is try to control it so you make longer, smoother breaths. There is a point where you start, if you inhale for 10, it may be harder for you to inhale to 10. Like you're like, there's no more in there. Or it's harder to exhale for 10. You just play around with it. So this is something you can do on your own to just practice breathing, especially when you're feeling a little stressed out. Yeah, doctor's appointments in the waiting room, you're sitting in traffic. You can do this anywhere. So you just practice lengthening your breath. Not only lengthening, but you can add in pauses. So as you inhale, very top of your inhale, you're like at 5, you pause for just a second without exhaling. So adding in these little tiny pauses also lengthens it out. So you want smooth, long breaths, which equals a smooth, long life. That's what they say. I don't know if that's 100% what the Buddhists and the yogis say. Long breath, smooth breath, long life, smooth life. I don't know if you thought these. Hands to your side. We're going to do that count, either 4 or 5 at your own pace. Your arms will inhale and go up. Your neighbors as high as it feels comfortable. And then exhale, lowering your arms up slower. So inhale, bring it all up. Maybe breathe through your nose if it's feeling good today. Exhale, lowering. If you have a shoulder issue, you don't want to lower, you don't want to raise your arms, that's fine. Just come up halfway. It's okay too. Shoulders don't want to work today. Or your shoulders up towards your ears, your arms don't want to work. Modify to fit your body. It's all customized to you. Breathe slowly. Work here. Next, hold onto the chair. If you're near a wall, you can use a wall too. We're just going to use this as a little bit of support. And we're going to inhale, lift your heels, leading to your tippy toes. And then exhale. Gently. Did you want to use the wall? Just because you're so tall. Now, you can also play with moving your arms forward. Try not to crash land. It's like smoothness. Inhaling up. And it's control the lowering of the heels. Let's take a couple more playing with us. Strengthening our legs, ankles. Balance, that's for sure. Ooh, my ankles are feeling more. Pause, just rest. Leave your shit after this. We're working on some more balance here. Take your arms out to a T. I can take your shoes off. Situation, this moment, lower your arms to your side, lift up your left knee. Hold the chair if you need it. Might even be easier if you stand to the side to lift it. See what I'm saying? And then lower that down. Do the other side. Inhale the arms back out to a T. Exhale, lower your arms. Lift up the other leg. See if you can keep the shoulders down. Lower your foot. Back out. Y'all know what a wine opener looks like? You know, it's got the spork, and then it's got his arms that stick out. That's what you wanted to think, okay? Because when you go down, when the arms go down, your leg's gonna lift, okay? So we're gonna lower your arms, lift one leg. Lift your arms, other side. So you can just play with this on your balance. Now let's hold this one for 2 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale. Lower your arms. Good job. Try the other side. I'm going to watch this. No, don't say I'm watching this side of the room now. They can see my best. Take your arms out. The other leg. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. How's that feel? Those legs now? Legs apart. Arms back down. Moving into a lateral stretch. One arm down, the other one up. Doesn't matter which one. Take your pick. And then come back to switching sides. Let's move a couple rounds. You can stay at it like those 2 breaths. Make that nice stretch. And you come in. Each direction. Out. To your side. Bend into one knee. And adjust your feet. And then slide into the others. If this hurts your knees, maybe don't do it on the side. Maybe adjust the way you're standing. Sometimes I feel better if my feet turn out a little bit. Into your thighs. While you're doing this, when you shift to that, when you bend the knee, put weight on it. See if you can hold here and balance. Arm straight. Maybe try the other side. Bend the knee. Hold like you're surfing. And put lower. No. Come back up. Lower your arms. Just try it again. The other side. Hold on to the chair. Turn your toes forward. We're going to go into our wide-legged fold. But this time, let's shake our hips a little side to side, finding again the stretch in your inner thighs. Maybe it feels good in the back. It might look a little strange, but who cares? Next, we're going to keep your right forearm on the chair. So your right forearm staying here, right hand's anchoring down. Lift up, we're going to spiral up your left arm. Now switch it out. Take that arm down, replace it. Now just move from side to side. You're taking your time, exploring what's happening in your legs, in your back, maybe in your shoulders. Inhale. When you've got enough of these, we'll pause. Bend your knees slightly. Hold onto the chair. Lift yourself back up and then toe pull your feet back together. Maybe a little shake of the knees to get loosey-goosey again. And now since we've warmed up our knees and our inner thighs, we're going to move into our tree pose. Stepping one foot out. You can slide the toes on the ground, or you can actually lift up the knee. So there's two different ways you can do this. And you're going to place the sole of your foot somewhere on your left. Chairs there if you need. You can also lean up against a wall and do it, and it feels really nice. Yeah, find a wall. And your foot doesn't have to be that high. It can be low. It can be on the ground. You can have an anchor. And some days you will get that and it'll be like, wow, I've got great balance today. And then other days, it just no matter what you do, it will work. Because I don't know, equilibrium in our ears or the body, but it doesn't always work. I think it's also the moon. Because the full moon will forget it. I don't know. It's like the tide. When you're ready, switch and try the other side. Bring it down. You can press down into your standing foot. Are you still breathing? Smooth with long breaths. Take some arms, moving some branches. Think about what a tree represents in a yoga practice. This stuff was designed, they didn't have television, so they watched nature. That's why all the poses are animal names or nature names. So a tree pose, when you think about a tree pose, you embody the things of a tree. A tree has deep roots. So your foot that's on the ground, you think of that as your anchor. That is growing down. It's like pushing into the soil, into the earth. The trunk is going up to the light. You want to have this lift. So this part, when like hips down, is pushing down. The upper body is growing up. So your hands are in part of your upper body. So you feel, let's try it again, thinking about rooting down through one foot. That's your roots. And this upper half of your body is a lift. It wants to go. It wants to grow to the light. And because we know that trees experience weather, so do we. Weather, storms, rain, you can equate that to your emotions. We all experience weather in our minds, right? Sometimes children are our weather. They come in like a storm from the other side. So if a tree was real rigid, it's going to blow over. So you have to have a little bit of limber in the upper body. This part is kind of relaxed. The lower, like especially from the knees down, that is your that. Try that one. Pushing down from the knee to your foot. Let's see. And then we'll lift in the other half of your body. Yes. Much better. Take your hands to the chair, walk yourself back and go downward facing dog. You can play here, you can kind of wiggle yourself back. You can bend one knee, straighten the other. Just kind of explore the shape, what it's doing in your back. If you ever feel dizzy, keep your head above your shoulders or above your heart. Right, now we're going to go into a warrior one pose. Step your left foot forward as you lift your head, gaze forward. Anchor down your back right foot. That's your roots. Bend into your left knee. Lean your shoulders back. Straight your knee, bring your hands to the chair, lean forward. Do that again. Bend your left knee, lift your arms, lift your chest. Stick to your knee, open your arms. Exhale. Put your toes gripping my arm. Go to the sunlight. Back to the chair. Hold it. Lift up your back. Warrior three. Now see if you can dial your toes down so that your right hip is squared off. It will make your left leg feel a little bit more intense with that stretch. Now lower your right foot next to your left, go back in a CT balance pose. Inhale your arms. Extend your hands to the seat of the chair. Step back your right foot. Step back your left foot into your downward facing dog again. Take a second, stretch it out. Smooth, controlled breathing. All right, look where you want your right foot to go when you step forward. So see it on the ground, right? That'll help you. And then just lift your head and step it there. You made a plan and you went there. Now turn your left toes out a bit so your toes are really pushing into there if they're not feeling weird. You'll notice that if it feels weird, there's something wrong with the hip. Square back and forward. Your heel should be, your left heel should be the furthest thing back, so you can always check. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, bring your arms. Exhale, straighten your knee, hands to the chair and lean forward. Inhale, bend your knee, open your arms, balance. Exhale, straighten your knee. Two more, take your time. Come up, hold here. Sit chair, lean forward. Left up, back, left, leg lifts. Like your left toes to point them towards the floor so your femur bone rotate down. It's not pointing out to the side. Let's see the right leg. Put the chair around. You don't have to do this. Yes, do it here. We've done these before. These are our cats, and they call this chakra, but it's where you're when you lean forward, you lean into your toes. So we'll inhale. If it's too low, use the back picture. It's probably and we're going to go to the seat. Now lean toward your toes and bring your shoulders over your wrists. Drop your belly, look up. Now you find your hinge, the backs of your legs should be like, hello. And now tuck your chin towards your chest, lean to your heels, bend your knees, bring your arms and your head up straight. So, ready to do it? Do it again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the chair. Lean forward, shoulders come over your wrists, look up, drop your belly. Feel this little arch in your back. Tuck your chin, push up like your cat pose. Weight goes into your heels, bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up as you straighten. Exhale, lower your arms. Again, scoop it out. You. And right under the foot here. Bending of the knees really help your back to stand up. One more. Smile as you move. Happy place. Still here. Turn to one side, doesn't matter which side. We're going to put your knee on the chair. This is too much, just do this. One knee on the chair. Outer arm, reach it up over your head. Exhale, lower it. Try that again. Inhale. Two more rounds. One. The knee that's on the chair, take that hand, reach back for it. You're not going to find it. Well, maybe you will. But I just want you to reach back. Push your belly forward. So it's a back bend. Maybe feel it here a little bit. Or you feel it over here. So try to reach up. Nice job. Take your leg out. Try the other side. Now put one knee on the chair. The outer arm will go up and lean over your head. Arm. 3 more of these. Inhale, bringing it up. Go. So now we're going to come. Pause here. Make sure you feel stable in your legs. Knee that's on the chair, you're going to take that same side of the hand and just reach back for your foot. Okay. You can lift it up. So, maybe you take your up and arch your belly forward. It's a balance. So, ready to arm. And your feet back to the ground, take that. Do a couple forward loads, folds, and then we'll move into our skin. Rest of our class. So inhale your arms up. If you don't want to use the chair, you can use your knees, your ankles, your floor. We're just going to calm down. We're going to stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale here. It still rings. One more breath here. And your knees. Stand back. Arms. Do 2 more of these. Take your time. Flow like water. Water can be real gentle. But also water can cut rocks. Depends on how much pressure you put into it. Inhale, bend your knees to rise up. Okay, one more time like this. Stay for 2 breaths. Just rise. Open your arms. Take that off. And then have a seat. See if you can come forward. Now take a second. Take a short little shavasana. See if you can get a little comfort on your back by just putting it on the back of the chair. Notice how your body is feeling after that movement. We'll focus a little bit on our neck and shoulders next. Take your left arm out to the side. Feeling the arm, heaviness. This is why we have shoulder tension, because we're holding this around, often, and then you throw a purse or a backpack on it. Take your left hand to the right side of your head. And gently encourage your left ear to come down towards your left shoulder. I'll press, hold it there, just let it lie there, lay there. And you can notice how you turn your chin just a little bit up or down, and you can play with that. You want to find different angles, different muscles. Bring out a different feeling, a different sensation. Release this, you'll first let go of your hand from your head and bring your head. Circle out your shoulder. And in a way that feels nice. Notice how I'm bending my elbow. Try that. And then try not to bend your elbow. Keep your arms straight. Feels a little different. Take your left arm back out again. Sweep it across your body. And move it out. Move across. Go ahead and take your hands to the back. I don't want you to think about bringing the shoulder away from your head. Nice long neck. In your right ear, your right. Couple breaths. Again, you can adjust where you put your chin down or your nose down, or you can add some angles. Close. Behind the support your left wrist. Fingers. Things like the door handles, jars. And it relax to the side of your body. Take your right arm out. Hold it out for just a second. See if you can sit taller. Back straight. Natural, straight. When I say straight, I don't mean exactly straight, because your spine's not straight. That curves. Place your right hand on the left side of your head. Just lay it there. Press into your head, don't mess up your hair. Lean your right ear to your right shoulder. Your eyes, breathe. Head back up, release your hand. Bring it down. A couple of those shoulder pulls with the elbows bent. And a couple with the elbows straight. Sweep it across your body, reaching all the way over to the left as far as it feels comfortable. Over the area in front of your body. Look forward, take the door behind you. Wrong feet on the back of the chair. And lifts up. And then move your left ear to your left. Your breaths. Head lean forward. Up hand, on the wrist. Fingers. Now we're gonna make what we call shoelace or cow face pose. One arm's gonna go on the top and next. I also call this straight jacket. Don't perceive you kind of putting your hands out like you're reaching to the side. And pull your elbows up. So you lift your head up. So you can also do this same pose. Lying on your belly, your bed. You'll feel it. Y'all feel your shoulder blades back here, those stretching out. Open your arms back. Down. Remember which one you had on top. You're switching it out. Move the other way. Head lifts, shoulders stay down. Nice little stretch here. Rhomboids. Reaching on the hand. And then exhale, over let the shoulders relax. If it feels okay, drop your head so the top of your head points towards the floor. Doesn't feel okay, keep your head up. Kind of loosen up the shoulder muscles, back of your neck. Probably feeling this low or mid back as well. All right. Your next inhale, hands slide up your legs. Lean all the way back in your chair and lift your legs wide enough. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. We're going down again. Lower your legs, slide your hands down your legs like a waterfall. Maybe get a little lower this time. Slide up our legs. Chin stays tucked in. Shoulders roll back leg with point your toes. Bring your leg up. And then fall back, keep your chin tucked toward your chest. 2 more rounds of these, taking your time. Whatever your body needs, let it have it. And just softly lower your legs, arms for just a moment. Check back in, breathe normally, breathe normally. Now, stick your feet out to the side. Into a wider stance. Toes out. Arms up. Big rainbow over your head. Put your arms back as you lean your chest. Inhale through your arms. This time, as you lean forward, just take your right arm, reach forward like you reach into the middle of our circle with your left arm. Inhale, right arm up. So left arm goes down. You can even look over your left shoulder as your right arm reaches forward. Inhale, left arm goes forward, so arms. So right arm goes back and reaches. Forward and up. And inhale. Watch your breath, just breathe here. Hands are feeling a little tingly. Shoulders, feet. Your feet. Yeah, all the pumps happen here. I did this yesterday in my class and it was very entertaining, so let's see how I'm doing. We're getting moving. I don't know, we don't. So we've done these before. You're gonna inhale, legs go out. Exhale. Bring them in. So just try that with your arms too. So you're gonna hands and knees to remain them in. And everything rolls out. Coordination, right? You've got this. Things are moving, things are doing what they're doing. Two more. One. Hands on your lap, sit. Take a breath. Here comes the challenge. There's one in there. When your knees go out, your hands are going to come in. Make like a triangle shape here, so your hands are here. Then when your knees go together, your hands will go out. Aha! Oh, that's so bad. Look at that. So why are these things important? And maybe you can use your cognitive skills. We're doing opposite. And as we age, we get complacent. I'm not saying you guys all sit in the same seat, but you kind of all sit in the same seat. So it's like they say, like when you drive somewhere, you should take it on have different experiences. Because when you're a kid, it's brand new, right? Everything's in your experience. It's we can still have those. Sure. One more. Wrap your arms around some. Now lean to your left, then lift your right leg. Lean to your right. Sure. You get your knee a little higher without falling out of the chair. What do you say? Bring your arms up like I do. I can but if you need a lot of it. That's so old. Little kids would get that one. Bring your elbow to the side. Make your wishes. Lift up the top arm. The other one out. You've got both coast arms. Take it out. Lift your chest. Lift your chin. Bring your elbows back parallel in front of you. Other hand goes down, other one goes on top. Bring your arms up. Bring your arms down. Inhale. Up. Exhale, bring your arms below your shoulders. Your back. You do that again. More. Gaze all the way to your chin towards your chest. Here. Breathe. Slowly begin to lift your head with your arms. Big stretch up to the side. And exhale over the arms. Scoot back into the chair. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. Place your hands on the ground. Back to the way we began our class with the 4 count inhale, 4 count exhale, or you can do the 5. Whatever one suited you today. If you need a 6 count, look for that too. A story for anyone who's not quite perfect. A water barrier in India had 2 large pots. One hung on each end of the pole, which she carried across her back. One of the pots had a crack in it, while the other pot was perfect. It always delivered a full portion of water at the end of the long walk strained to her mistress's. The cracked pot arrived and half full. For 2 years, this went on daily. The bearer delivering only 1.5 pots full of water to her mistress's house. The perfect pot was proud of its accomplishment. Perfect to the end for which she made. The poor cracked pot was ashamed of its imperfections. It's miserable, because I'm only able to accomplish half of what she was made to do. After 2 years of what perceived to be bitter failure, it spoke. Pot spoke to the water barrier by the stream. The cracked pot said, I'm ashamed of myself. I want to apologize to you. Why? Asked the barrier. What are you ashamed of? I have been able for these past 2 years to deliver only half of my load because this crack on one side causes water to leak out all the way back to the mistress's house. Because of my flaws, you have to do all this work and you only get half the value of your efforts, Pot said. The water bearer felt sorry for the old cracked pot. And in her compassion, she said, as you return to the mistress's house, I want you to notice the beautiful flowers on the. Indeed, they went up a hill. The old cracked pot noticed the sun warming the beautiful wildflowers on one side of the path. At the end of the trail, she still felt bad. She had leaked out all the water. So again, she apologized to the bearer for her failure. The bearer said to the pot, did you not notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path, but not on the other side? This is because I've always known about your flaw, take advantage of it. I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day while we walk back to the stream, water them. And for 2 years, I've been able to pick these beautiful flowers and decorate mistress's table. Without being the way you are, she would have not had these beautiful flowers to grace her house. The moral of the story is that each of us have our own flaws. We are all have a little cracks. But each crack, each flaw, we have to make our lives so much more interesting and so much more rewarding. Just got to take each person who they are, what they are, look for the good. There's a lot. I want you to acknowledge that we all have flaws. And our imperfections can be our greatest gifts. We need more friends. You in your heart. Stretch out through your arms and your legs. You've got lots of space. Lower your legs to the rest of your body. Hope you enjoy the practice. May you be happy, may you be healthy. May you enjoy your uniqueness. Thank you. Thank y'all online. Thank you. All right.
A beautiful story.
Thank you.
It is. Makes you think.
Yeah. Thank you.